What's up everyone, TJ here. Today we're back out at Copper testing out a new snowboard for the 23-24 season on the CAPiTA lineup. It's called the Aeronaut and it's Arthur Longo's snowboard. If you're unfamiliar, he's known for just going absolutely huge off like strange, unconventional hits, smaller hits, side hits, things like that. If you haven't seen his project, Side Hit Euphoria, make sure to check that out. It's a great watch. Super stoked to check this one out today. Let's get into it. All right, real quick for reference, before I jump into the tech, I'm 5'10", I weigh around 155 pounds. I'm riding this snowboard in a 157. The Aeronaut's gonna be a more all mountain focused board on the CAPiTA lineup, and it does have a directional design. You're gonna find a 20mm setback, so the insert packs are shifted a little bit closer to the tail, as well as a 5mm taper. So the tail of the snowboard is a little bit narrower than the nose, reducing the surface area in the back of the snowboard. It's also gonna have a directional outline. So outside the contact points, you're gonna have a longer nose than tail, giving the board more surface area up front. So when you do take this board in soft snow, you're gonna have those things to help elevate that soft snow experience if you wanna take this thing out on a powder day. It is gonna be a camber dominant snowboard as well. Pretty much full positive camber, gonna come through with that more powerful, precise, and energetic feel that you'd expect out of traditional camber. But it does have a small zero camber blend right as you approach the contact points to help mellow things out and just give it a little bit of a more predictable feel. But really overall, just gonna have that traditional camber feel that you'd expect out of that profile. You're also gonna get some additives built into this snowboard. You're gonna find what CAPiTA calls their Amplitex VTEX amplifiers. It's basically like a flax carbon fiber blended material. You're gonna find 3 strips, 2 in the nose in a V pattern, going from the tip of the nose, kind of just outside the contact points diagonally towards your front foot, as well as a strip in the tail going from your back foot straight down towards the tail of the snowboard. It's gonna offer more energy, snap, and response, as well as offer a dampening benefit as well with that flax that's weaved in there. Other than that, you're gonna find a lightweight poplar Polonia core with some bamboo blended in there as well. You're gonna find 4 strips of bamboo outside each foot. So 8 total right outside the insert packs there. It's gonna help offer a little bit more energy. And you're gonna get a high-end sintered base in this snowboard. It's CAPiTA's Hyperdrive ADV sintered base. It's a custom formulation exclusive to the mothership. It's a proprietary composition, but basically it's gonna be a really fast, high-end sintered base. It's known to be harder, faster, and more durable compared to an extruded base. You wanna make sure to wax it regularly to maintain a nice, consistent, fast glide with this snowboard. And as a bonus, you're gonna get some structure in this base as well to just make it glide that much faster. So always good to see that. That's gonna be it for a quick tech breakdown out here. We're gonna get these laps going. We'll check back in with some feedback on how this thing feels out on snow a little bit later. All right, flex-wise, I think you'll agree that this board lies solidly on the stiffer side of medium, comes through with plenty of stability, and generally a bit more of an advanced, precise feel to it. It's got plenty of energy as well. That was a big standout for me with this one. It's got excellent pop, above average in my opinion, and really any tension you load up in this snowboard, which is gonna make you work for, but it's gonna give it right back. It has a very snappy, lively feel to it. It's gonna help you get in the air any chance that it gets. And this is not gonna be a very buttery snowboard with the precision you're gonna find in it. It's gonna make you work to get that flex out of it. And it's a board where you're gonna wanna be paying attention to your edge control anytime you're trying any flat ground type of stuff on the snow. Not gonna be the most conducive to that type of progression, but the stability and the precision you're gonna find in this one comes in handy in a ton of other scenarios. So it's still a very versatile all mountain board. And this is gonna be a board that I think you'll have a lot of fun with a more freestyle approach to your riding. If you do wanna take some park laps, I'd say it's definitely gonna be more jump leaning, capable of stepping up to the largest features you're gonna find in there, hitting the biggest jumps. Doesn't have a washy feel whatsoever, so I would not hesitate to take it to the jump line. It's a lot of fun. for getting in the air, both in and out of the park. And it's not terrible for hitting rails either, although it's not a very jibby snowboard. I think as long as you're mindful of the directionality you're gonna find in this one, so you're not clipping up, you're gonna have a good time hitting some of those features. And it does ride switch very well, so I don't think that's gonna be an issue for you at all either. But I do think that it's tailored a bit more for exploring the resort and hunting down those natural features, looking for drops, looking for more creative gaps, side hits, just trying to find ways you can take that freestyle approach outside of the park. I mean, look at this picture of Arthur. This thing is meant to go large, and that is well within its wheelhouse. It's a very powerful snowboard with lots of energy, and it's not a board that's gonna let you down, even as you start to push it and try to find the limits of this one. And when it comes to exploring, I think this is a board you're gonna have a lot of fun making turns and carving with that combination of the traditional camber, the taper, the setback, and the progressive side cut. It really elevates that carving experience. And it's very capable out there as well. Even as you start to push it, it's not gonna let you down. It's gonna hold up through choppier, more variable conditions like you might find at the end of the day, because it's pretty stiff torsionally as well. And this is really a board that you can just take out any day, regardless of the conditions, and know that you're gonna have a good time with. So if you're looking for that all mountain focused board that's very versatile, has a nice, powerful, precise feel to it with plenty of energy, and you don't really plan to spend a ton of time in the park, but you still want something that's fairly freestyle capable as well, the Aeronaut is gonna be an excellent option. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, make sure to check this one out. I'll have it linked down in the description below if you wanna read a little bit more about it. You can leave any questions for me down in the comments as well. And if you got some value, please make sure to drop a like before you leave. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. I appreciate all you guys. Thank you for watching today, and I'll see you in a new one next time.